I'm going to show you a Bizerba adjustment here on the GSP slicers. There's also a factory one that shows you how to adjust your carriage unit here. If you notice on these units, you're adjusting them in and out because it's a complex slide mechanism. These can get loose. Now, if you notice this one's tight, but you can also, to get your gap properly in here, because sometimes when people grab these or just over time the nuts get loose. I have the bottom cover off just to show you. Makes it a little easier to see. But with the cover all back on, there is enough of a gap to get in here at an angle to your nuts. You can easily take all the screws off. Just got to remember you got some caps in here to take off to get to these screws. But otherwise you've got all these screws. It's really not that hard to take the bottom cover off. Just be careful with it because they're prone to cracking. But anyway, if you notice, you have two large nuts here, 17 millimeter. And basically what you can do there, you don't take them out, you just loosen them. If you loosen these in here, right here, and you're going to be in at an angle, like I say, just use a short 17 millimeter 3/8 drive socket and an extension and a ratchet, and you loosen them, and then you can manually grab and maneuver this. You'll see this is like oblong underneath the, you can't see it unless you pull the nut off, but it has a room to adjust it, and it'll move around. And that's really just to set your gap there. If you did have play in this arm side to side, that can come from this adjustment being a little bit out on the bottom. And if you'll notice, these Allen bolts in here have little gray caps on them. So you have to kind of knock the caps off. They go here just to protect food and debris from getting in there. But if you're keeping your slicer clean enough, you don't really have it. It's hard to get these on. You can get them off. It's hard to get them back on with the cover on the bottom. You can leave them off. Just when you're cleaning the slicer, make sure you don't have any food debris gets up in the holes. But yeah, so what you want to have here, if you have to adjust this one, I still loosen the nuts a little just to take the tension off the arm. But I will take this and you go clockwise, which will take out some, if this has a rock in it. That's only if this has a rock. You can see on this one it's real solid. If you're just trying to adjust the gap again between this and your blade to leave yourself some clearance, so when you go to 0 it doesn't hit, then you're just adjusting the two big nuts. If this thing were loose, then you would adjust the small one. And what you want there is a 5 millimeter long Allen wrench there, and you can fit it in underneath the cover. And typically we'll take like a wrench and put on the end for leverage around here and use the wrench to loosen or tighten it. So like I said, if it were me, I'd go ahead and just have those tools on hand because these always are in need of adjustment. And if you can adjust them yourself at your facility, you're saving yourself a lot of money on having a service call. And it's very easy. These get knocked around. Even in shipment they get knocked loose sometimes, or people grab them to turn them to clean them, and they bang them around and move those a little bit. But it's not as complicated as it looks. Just remember, don't take them all the way out. Just loosen them, get your adjustment right, tighten it, recheck it. You might have to snug it, then recheck it, loosen it again, do it again. It's just trial and error. And like I say, you shouldn't have to fool with these on the bottom unless the whole carriage assembly has gotten a little loose side to side. Hope that helps you. There's also a video on the adjustment from Bizerba on just the main nut adjustment. Take a look. One of my favorite slicers for simplicity, really. They have a real nice automatic setup where it's easy to get to the components. And if you've seen some of these models that have belts that go around 7 pulleys, it can be pretty complex. You wonder who engineered those. Alright, but hope this helps you. Thank you for watching.